Okay. Oh, well, hello, y'all. Welcome back. And I guess I wouldn't be back without my technical problems. This time it is user error. So that was the wrong opening there I had. But welcome. Let's see. It looks like we got Vernon here, Mr. Landfill. Good evening, you guys. Verna's going to be happy when the fireworks are gone. Yep. Normally, all month long, fireworks are going off here, and it kind of drives me crazy too, and the dogs tremble and all that. But this year, it was pretty much just on the 4th and a couple here and there around it, but not much. I think people probably just don't have the money for the fireworks. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Yeah, 5x5. Sorry, I have some here. Stuck in my tooth. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you, Mr. Landfill. All right, awesome. Well, welcome, guys, and for anyone watching in replay, if you know me or don't, my name is Matthew here at Graft Branch Homestead. So we're here on our small urban homestead in the desert of New Mexico, trying to learn skills and practices and things now to hopefully progress with on a larger scale later. And so we're slowly doing that. And I'm actually out here this evening enjoying the sun going down because it is quiet for once out here on the urban homestead. And the wind chime, I don't know if you can see behind me there, is going. Sounds good. And so tonight we got a couple things planned. I'm going to address where we've been a little bit, some of the things that have been going on here at the urban homestead and abroad. And then we have a kind of a special bunker chat. It's a little bit of a review type thing we're going to do. And so some stuff to discuss. I appreciate you guys being here, giving up a little bit of your time. So I'm going to head inside and we'll start there. But first, I actually wanted to show something outside here. So this is something I'm extremely excited about. I don't know how exciting it is. First of all, look at the corn. Woo. And check this out. So that right there, does anyone know what that is? That's a bee. A big old bee. Big old bumblebee. That's not what I'm trying to show, Mr. Bumblebee. So this is what I'm trying to show, if you can see. And this is my little avocado tree. So I'm extremely excited about that. All right, before that bee gets me, avocado, you got it, yep. And so I'm gonna actually cut this camera and I'm gonna head inside. And so everyone sit tight for just a moment. We'll be right back. Okay, thanks for bearing with me. Hopefully you can see and hear me here as well. So I guess I played the wrong opening this morning, or at the beginning of the stream there. Avocado plant, you got it. Yep, Berna, awesome. Okay, so I hope everyone's been doing good. Actually, I wanted to show this real quick. So hopefully the stream's better tonight. Any errors are going to be user errors most likely. My old computer is a big problem. And I'll talk about that a little bit. But let me show something really cool because I'm excited about it. There we go. Oh, you guys, excuse all the mess. So this is a little bit of behind the scenes, a very messy room. But this is the laptop. That I'm operating the stream off of tonight. All that mess. Yes, I've been cleaning in this room. But my other computer pretty much had come to kaputs with being able to do videos and streams and stuff and whatnot. And so Psych and Age actually. Hey Andy, good to see you. Yeah, you tell me. So it's Spices. So Psych and Age, their family and friends here of the channel. We're upgrading some of their computer, and so we got this nice laptop from them if we could use it, and we most certainly can. And so I've been doing a little bit of trying to get things moved over and do all that. So hopefully the stream is a little bit better. And so let's see. So first of all, I guess, where have I been? Because I've been pretty much absent from the internet for about a month now. And I know I've gotten a couple people asking me if I was all right. I appreciate that and where I've been. And it's really just what I've been, I guess, and that is busy. Most certainly, if you're watching this channel, you probably are liking to do some homesteading stuff, or you do some gardening stuff, self-sufficiency, or things like that. Homesteading work is difficult. It is very busy. And this time of year, it does take a lot of time. However, a lot of other things have actually been going on here this last month that I've been taking advantage of and whatnot. And so a little bit of that. And so I guess first off, the first week I went missing from my live streams and from other people's, we decided to take a trip. And so we went to the Grand Canyon. And my oldest son's getting quite a bit older. He's going to be driving. He started working this year, some other stuff. So it's going to get a lot harder to get us all together and to be able to do things like that. I understand. And so I jumped on the opportunity. I've been on a thing lately where I've been trying to take us to different locations in New Mexico where we live here and check those out. This is, of course, we went to Arizona for the Grand Canyon, but pretty close to us. And so I'm going to play a little video. It's I haven't put the video together yet. I just got this computer set up, but I do have a bunch of just photos mostly and stuff like that I wanted to share for anyone that is interested. So I'm going to play that here. And I'll still talk, I guess. So we decided to go to the South Rim at the Grand Canyon, and we stayed at Mather's Campground. So you can see there my truck. We got the tent in the back of it, and we set up a little area. You're gonna get a lot of family photo style there, but there we go. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. So we did hike it. We didn't do any extreme hikings or camping down in the bottom, anything like that. We did a couple different trails. So we went on the Angel Bright Trail, I believe it is, which was 2.5 miles, something like that. And then we also did the Ula Kebab Trail. I'm probably saying those wrong, but it was great. Yeah, excellent view. Oh man, it was so cool to see and actually to hike down in on it. And so I'm going to put out a video here coming up as soon as I can, but I did just want to show some of these photos that we got. I wanted to share a little story too. Just I don't know if the photo's going to pop up in here, but going down the trail, 3 miles, thanks Spice. Going down the trail, there was this little chipmunk that was following us for a ways, and it would run ahead of us and it would spread out on the ground and lay flat like it was cooling itself, waiting for us to feed it or something. And then it would run when we got close, and it would go up further and spread out. And there was just so much wildlife out there. I think in a minute here, a photo's going to come up of elk. That was, I believe, an elk that was in our campground, hanging out right next to us. And we actually saw them several times. There's a lot of photos of me. I didn't really edit a lot. I just swooped and grabbed a bunch of photos and threw them in here. So this is where that chipmunk was up on this trail here. But everyone did good hiking. I was really surprised. It was very, very hot, and we don't do a whole lot of that, but the family did an excellent job there. If anything, I was probably the one that was slacking. So what are you doing? My puppy's over here digging under the chair. I'm not sure what he's doing. So we saw some of the South Rim. I eventually would like to, okay, here's the elks coming up. There we go. You can kind of see that elk there. There was a mother and a baby. And there's the monkey. And the monkey in the tree again. We lost Casey to the trees quite a bit. And so he was up in the trees. Mather's Campground, excellent campground. I highly suggest it. Anyone that decides to visit the South Rim. It had great facilities. It was really close to everything. It had a little shuttle or bus, I guess, that went between the campgrounds and then the different hiking areas and the Grand Canyon South Rim Visitor Center. It was really convenient, easy to take, and just right out of our campground, you could get onto it if we left and went on the road. And then right next to us too is kind of the general store. We found out into it. But there's lodges and things, so there's food places if you don't bring food. Real pleasant trip. Look at that though, just absolutely gorgeous. So we got 2 vantage points really where we were at on this trip. We did take a shorter one. We camped out for 2 nights. Yeah, and so close to us. I think that's about the end of it. Okay, so I'm going to put together the video of that trip hopefully soon here as time allows and show that. But it was beautiful. It was fun. The whole family was together. We cooked meals. Haven't done a whole lot of camping lately in the last few years, to be honest. So getting back into it is a little bit of something. So some of the meals I had planned, kind of worked. We did end up eating one night some pizza at the cafeteria over at one of the lodges. So that was nice on that final night. What's it say? We discovered Spicy Mom gets vertigo. Oh, yes. Just looking off the edge, she was feeling like she had vertigo. Me and the kids would look right over and laugh and run around. It did scare me, though, in that it would be easy to trip and fall off the edge there. And I guess people do. That does happen. Far more people just go missing because you probably trip and aren't found. But extreme height. It was way bigger than I had thought or expected to be on. Well, I saw it a long time ago, and I guess then I remembered. Absolutely huge, and so kind of really cool to see. I'd like to get up and see the North Rim, some other parts of that. I don't know. I'd like to do another camping trip this year. I'm not sure how that's if that will work out or not. We are kind of tight in some other things, but we'll see if we can do that and film some of that. Spicy Mom did make me promise, though, the next trip we take. So last year we went at this time of year, to White Sands and Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico here, and it was hot. It was well over 100, extremely hot. This year we went to the Grand Canyon, and it was hot, very hot. 3 years ago, we had gone to a lake where we got destroyed by mosquitoes and things, and it was very hot. So Spicy Mom made me promise next time we go somewhere, we're going to go somewhere cool or somewhere maybe with water or hotel or something like that. So we are going to go camping again, and that's going to be hot, but I'll try and plan something else out as well. Okay, so let me move on a little bit because there's been a lot going on this month. So then we had some family come in town, which was awesome. We got to spend a little bit of time with my stepmother there, and she stayed with us. It was a huge blessing. She offered a little bit of childcare while she was here, so that was really cool. And I got a visit for the week, and so I really focused on that and didn't get to the stream. I didn't plan or anything like that, so kind of skipped that. let's see. Farmer Casey's had his birthday. He turned 11 over this last month, and so that was a ton of fun. We went and did a bowling party at a local place here, and had a lot of fun and some arcade and stuff like that, and some other things over the weekend. And it was a surprise party. Oh, let's see. I've got a comment. Oh, what did I'm going to stop. I know you were addressing this to Verna, Andy, but I'm curious too. What did you have yesterday? Verna thinks it's baby rabbits. And so we had his birthday, and that went over the weekend and focused on that. We've been doing some building projects with Casey and myself as well. And so we've been building a porch for the Casey Cafe. And so getting that recorded. We're building Spicy Mom, a 2-foot by 6-foot now washing table. So it's got the PVC coated bottom mesh and then a lip, and so she can wash and dry vegetables. So we're building that, and I actually got a lot of it done and recorded as well. But in the original plans, I made it 8 foot. It's 8 foot right now, sitting in my shed. And after I built that, I looked at it and thought it's a little excessive and it's way too big. So I'm going to cut it down to 6 foot, take it apart, do that, and then refilm the video and so get that out. And what it is it's going to be a large table with that mesh. It'll have a hand washing sink that goes to a gray area. Then it's going to have the hose with the mesh area to wash vegetables and then to set them aside. And she was wanting on the bottom of it a shelf with some metal bins or some bins that go under it to catch all that water that falls off, so we can go ahead and reuse that in the garden. So we're going to get that done and remade. So we had a lot of building projects done. Amongst all of this, my oldest son is doing a lot. He started his first job. He's a lifeguard. I thought, oh, I don't have that picture up, but he started off as a lifeguard for the city. So he's been doing that. We've been, of course, driving him. So that takes planning and effort on our part. He has started a paid internship at the University of New Mexico, which I think is really, really cool in quantum computing, actually. And so getting him to that, and then he is starting to drive, which is actually terrifying. But we've been trying to get him hours and get him up to that. So that's been adding a lot into kind of why I haven't been here. Also, I've had some work hour changes. So now, whereas before I would use after work, kind of late night then, some time to work on videos or things like that. We're now open late, so I'm working later and I don't have that time available. I do go in later, so it's more beneficial to the homestead in that I get to get things done. But that is during the day, and getting me in here on the computer during the day is difficult. I'm outside. And so don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but had some of that going on. Of course, my aversion to technology and technology problems. My old computer here, was not wanting to do any video editing, any pictures, anything like that. I was having so much trouble with opening files, and it was taking a ton of time. So I had pretty much given up on it. And to be honest, I was looking for other ways to do the YouTube thing, other computers or whatnot. And so thanks to my brother, I got this set up. And so that problem's fixed. And hopefully, once I get everything working good, I can start putting out a lot more stuff. Running through a bunch of updates kind of quickly. Thanks for bearing with me. And then, as a lot of people, I know you get really busy this time of year if you're a homesteader, no matter what scale, and you have another job or you have kids or a combination of that or other things in your life that take up a lot of your time. It can be a challenge just keeping the homestead going. So we've kind of just making sure things are watered and keeping up with pest control and taking care of the animals and doing all these different things amongst everything else. It's got to take some priority, of course, and it can be a challenge to fit it in where needed. So that's been something we've been doing, and I think successfully. We've lost a couple zucchini plants to some bugs, but I'll talk about that more tomorrow here. So with all that said, and a whole bunch of other stuff that's been going on I didn't mention, I've been really busy. And look, we still got 4 people in here. You guys rock. And harvesting and everything else. Yep. I don't expect there to be a lot of people on during the summer, just because I know everyone's busy. So I do want to mention, though, if I'm not on the lives and you're not seeing a lot of that coming out, definitely I'm putting out shorts from time to time there and videos. But my wife puts out a lot of footage too, so a lot of people don't know that. If you have TikTok or Instagram, I don't use it, but she does, and you can find us, Grafted Branch Homestead. She's got some really neat videos on TikTok that she's put out recently that I think are absolutely cool. And so if you do use that app, I encourage you to go over to Grafted Branch Homestead on TikTok. You can find us there, and check out the stuff she's doing in the meantime. And you can get a lot of filler stuff and really good stuff in between live streams and videos and whatnot if you are wanting to do that. So, and we're moving right along tonight with updates and stuff like that. It probably is not going to be a very long live stream tonight. I'm actually excited to get on this computer and do a little bit of video editing and get some stuff out here. But with that said, I'm going to take a quick second, have a drink of water. Anyone wants to say anything in chat? I do ask, how are you guys doing? Yeah, because when you harvest, you have to process. Yeah, that tends to be a problem sometimes. We will harvest stuff and then it kind of sits there, and sometimes it goes to the chickens. It's following through. So when you got a whole lot going on and sometimes finding that big chunk of time to harvest, to process, to do the whole thing is difficult. So Spicy Mom's more or less in charge of the harvesting. She does it all, but that is a lot of work. Make fresh bouquets. Yeah, so she made a bouquet, and you can correct me, but it had, if I'm wrong, but it had zinnias, yarrow flowers. Oh, what else did you put in there? It was beautiful. I think maybe a couple lavender sticks. That would have been, you can see my lavender drying back here. So hopefully we'll be getting some Farmer Casey teas coming out in the fall. Tomorrow, I am planning to do a live stream, a garden chat with Matt, Garden Tea with Farmer Casey. I'm going to do a garden tour and a tea making thing all in one. And I got a little thing kind of planned. And so I'm planning that for 9 a.m. Mountain Time. 9 a.m. Mountain Time tomorrow, Sunday. And so we'll be doing that. Spicy, you need to post some of your TikToks on YouTube. So I've seen people doing that, but I did one and I got the copyright hit from the TikTok music. I get copyright hits all the time. Like a quarter of my videos have them. I'm not sure. Even though the software I use, I have the license and I upload that. But if we could figure that out, that would be awesome. I've actually told Farmer Casey too, he's been doing some video editing on his thing and making some little animations and stuff. So I might hire him to make me a few videos and stuff like that, I think. Okay. I'm going to jump into our bunker chat. This is a little bit different, and I'll give my whole kind of spiel for anyone that watches in replay or doesn't know or whatnot. I do a little bit of bunker chat or I just lost. I call it living insurance, but bunker chat, and it's basically my segment where I like to talk about preparedness or things like that. Not for necessarily the end of the world or anything scary or like that, but if you look around, so out here locally, just about an hour from us or a little more, is Ruidoso. And I don't know if you watched in the news, but Ruidoso, a couple people started 2 fires there, and it burned down most of the town, a good bunch of it. And then nature decided to flood it. And so huge natural disasters out there right by me. I know there's fires all over. There's been tornadoes and hurricanes. A lot of reasons to prepare. It could even just be job loss or anything like that. So I like to think ahead. I like to put some time and effort into trying to prepare a little bit. And this is a segment where I talk about that. Today, however, is a little bit different. And so I'm going to do kind of a product review, I guess, or a subscription box review. And so I got a subscription, a box from Tactical Box. Now, normally this box, it's just their standard box, the lowest one. It's $50 a month plus shipping and handling. I only paid shipping and handling for it. I didn't pay for the box at all. So as long as it's worth $10, I'm happy. I have some mixed, well, let me go ahead and play the little thing and then we'll get into it. Yep, even if you're just preparing for winter. Yeah, well, preparing, I laugh because everyone's a prepper whether they know it or not. It's just to what degree. Because when my wife used to take my son to the soccer games and all that, you make sure you have the chairs, the blanket, the snacks, the things like that. You're preparing for that game. So anyways, let's go ahead and hop into this. I have kind of mixed reviews going into this. So I've looked into it a little bit. I've seen videos and gotten a lot of reviews and feedback that it's basically a Temu box. It's not worth it. Other people say it's excellent. I've watched videos that seem like if I got some things in there, I would not be happy with it. And then I've watched some videos that it looks great and fine. So going into this, oh, no sound. Can you hear me yet now? Oh, okay, cool. Anyways, so going into this box, I'm not sure. Like I said, I only paid $10 for it. That was just for the shipping. So if I get that back in product, I'm happy. But as to whether it's something that continues, I don't know. Also, with the subscription boxes, especially prepper stuff, tactical stuff, I have mixed feelings about that as well. I don't know if you necessarily always get your value for your money. I don't have a lot of money going into this stuff in the first place. So normally I like to be specific with what I'm picking out and the items that I need. The cool thing about subscription boxes, though, is a lot of times you can get things you didn't think of, or you necessarily wouldn't have picked, but come in handy. Sometimes someone else putting together a box can be cool. Plus, you get the surprise of it. So I don't know if it's something I'm going to keep up or if I'll buy other subscription boxes just to review and look at. I'm not sure. As of now, it's not something I really do, but I did get this one in, so I decided I will review it. So let's go ahead and hop into it. First of all, this is the bottom tier of the tactical box from Tactical Box there. And so it's supposed to be tactical gear, kind of prepping, survival type stuff, and all that. So go ahead and get this opened up. I haven't opened it at all yet. Still has the tape on it. So we will see what we got here. Okay. Box looks cool. Big box. Sounds like it's got some good stuff in it. And so a little bit. And so I'm going to turn this around, so you don't see it all in it right away. And what's first? First here we got our card. No card in the box. And this says, Tactical Box Monthly Membership Box. Thank you for your continued support. We hope you're enjoying your monthly gifts. Don't know yet. Don't forget, as a member, you'll always get first access to new releases for free. Okay, cool. Questions, concerns, and all that. Let's see. Next thing on top, got a letter.
Thank you for being Tactical Box customer. You're currently enrolled standard box that gets you $150 worth of product for $50 a month. So they're claiming everything in here is $150 worth of value. I've gotten mixed reviews when I've looked this up, but we will see. We'll see. We'll go at it with an open mind there. So we want to extend the value we can provide and offer you one-time discount for upgrading today. If we can give you one-time credit of $50 if you upgrade to a more expensive box. Well, I'm not sure on that, but thank you for that. What else? We got some packing peanuts. And then it looks like we're going to jump into the items right away. Okay. So we got our tactical box first item here. And this is actually one I saw on one of the reviews that I thought was cool. And they didn't exactly know what it was. But let me grab something really quick. I'll be right back. Believe it or not, I got a couple of these here handy. So I'm going to show this real quick. This is something I got 2 of these. And I've showed it on the channel before. It's an RFID. It's a Faraday bag. And so this is to put a phone in, and you roll it up, and it keeps it so no one can read information. Nothing gets in and out. Protects it supposedly from EMPs and whatnot. What we have here, I believe, is... Hey, Steve, good to see you. So I believe this is a little Faraday pouch. Yeah. And so the person didn't know exactly what it was for on the review I saw, but this is the same thing. So this is going to keep it so people can't steal information. Nothing gets in and out. Supposedly protects it from EMP, that type of stuff. You could put credit cards or things. But what this is for, did we freeze up? What this is for, I believe, is your key fob. And so if you're unfamiliar, people that steal things using things like the Flipper Zero or things like that can copy your key when it's in your pocket, your fob or things like that. And they can access that and then emulate it and get into your vehicles or stuff. So this is going to keep that from being able to happen. When I would use this or the other bag, though, is when I feel at high concern. Maybe there might be electrical storm or things are going on. Maybe I'm traveling. This would be good to put in your bag or something like that. And it doesn't have to have the key fob, but I definitely think this is worth it. I will look up later, and if you're watching this later, I'll post the price on the screen of what it is on Amazon. But pretty cool. I'm happy with that. All right, let's see. Next item in our box. And I'm hoping, I am a big knife guy. And this feels like it might be. I don't know. I'm not sure. So already I just want to say I would pay $10 for this. So I got my value. Of course, you probably will not pay the $10, but yes, it is. So this is a little neck knife, or wherever you choose to put it. You can put a bracket on it. I have a bunch of these, but it's just a little sticker. Cool knife. It looks like it fits in that case and holds in pretty good. Not too bad. And so I can put that on a neck chain. I'm a big knife guy. I think you can never have too many knives. So small little knife. These ones I think are good to put something like this. I like to put them on my belt buckle behind other things. So if someone catches something else, then I got a little thing there, or around your neck. But pretty cool. Neat little knife. Okay, a couple more items in here. I'm going to pull out this big one that's on top right away. And this says Tack Right. Not sure what that is. How's it sound? All right, let's see. Everyone can find out with me. And it's another knife. Awesome. So one thing I did see on reviews is these tend to have a lot of knives. Some people complained about that. I'm happy about that. And this is a knife. I actually have a larger version of this. These are great. I love these knives. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's this. Let's see. Ooh, it's getting hot in this room. So a little neck knife, kind of like that. Tack right. These are these little claw ones. Great knife. Heavy. Well, not really heavy, but it feels like it's good quality. It doesn't feel cheap at all. Doesn't feel Temu to me. So again, we'll check on the price on that, but let me see here. Oh, this might be the same size, actually. It is. I believe that's the same. So I have this knife already. That's going to happen. I have a lot of knives. My wife and son and them had gotten me this. So this one has a little bit other design on the handle. But like I said, you can never have too many knives. So I'm pretty happy with that one. Yes, one for you, Spice. Definitely. All right, so we got two more things in here. I'm going to pull this one out. This is a fishing piece. This is kind of cool. I don't do a lot of fishing. I would like to do more fishing, though, certainly. And so as far as the tactical box goes, 2 knives, RFID pouch. That's awesome. This is a little more. This is pretty neat, though. This is a live action Series 8 lure. Look at that lure. So I don't fish a whole lot, and I'm thinking this would probably catch a big fish. It's, again, not something I would probably just buy because I don't do a lot of fishing. But cool, good lure. Definitely I can throw in my tackle box. And, you never know. It's neat. We'll throw that price up on the screen in the replay. And so we got the little fish lure there. All right, one more item in this box. $50 box. They claim it's $150 value. And with my $10 back, I've already gotten that, so I'm happy already. Really what I'm looking for now is if I had spent that $50 plus shipping like other people would I be happy with that? And so this is heavy, first of all. EvaTac or EvaTac? Is that EvaTac maybe? Says, let's go ahead and check it out. You ready? You went fish. We did go fishing a few weeks ago. That's true. The lake we went fishing in, though, I don't think would have any fish that could eat this. This is pretty big. But yeah, I want to do a lot more of it, hopefully. Maybe we'll do that instead of camping here soon. All right, so let's go ahead and get to this. Oh, is it? I think it's another knife, and I think it's one I have again. But so this box definitely is very knife heavy on this one at least. So I got a sticker, cool. Yeah, I have a couple of these knives actually, and they are great knives. They got some good weight to it. These ones are knives. I actually have one of these I keep in the armrest in the car right there, and I also keep these on my bags. So it has the seatbelt cutter on it. That's why I keep it right in the door. And so if you have to cut the seatbelt, they also have the window breaker there. And so this is one will probably go in my wife's door panel right there by your hand. It's an excellent spot for it. And nice knife. It locks in. Very sturdy, not too heavy. So my wife has some smaller hands there, but I think she would be able to handle this well. And then to break a window or whatnot. So that's going to go in the other car. So awesome. I like that a lot. Let's put that back in. And I'm going to lay everything out real quick here, and then we'll ask the question. Okay. So I'm going to ask you guys, and to anyone watching later, go ahead and drop down in the comments. Would you pay $50 for this box? Do you think it's worth $150 of value? Is this something you would like or you would pass on? As far as I go, I think it's definitely worth the $10 I paid. I think it's worth the $50. I do. I'm happy with what that is. As far as subscription boxes go, though, it's or I don't get a lot of those, but my need for subscription boxes, very, very knife heavy. I love knives. That's cool. But for the money I spend, I'm probably going to be going for more focused survival tactical stuff, maybe like a water purification or something. 50, I think, does seem fair, though. And so this is, excuse me, it is the standard box. It's the lowest tier. Their higher tiers may have some other things in there that I may be looking for, but I definitely give this credit for $50. So tack box, it's a nice box. I don't think I'll probably continue running with the subscription, but who knows? You may see one later. Verna would pass on it. Isn't anything that you'd need right now. Yeah, and see, so that's kind of my thing with it is great items, good items, but I'm at the stage where I'm buying for more so for what I need right now or can put back for that, not just a bunch of extra things. So great items, cool things, and I love knives, but yeah, maybe not. May not be keeping that one up probably. And so now I can for $10. Yeah, $10. It's a great deal. I don't think it's probably worth $150. $50 is probably reasonable if you're just looking for some excitement. Sometimes just the fun kind of excitement of getting a box in and unboxing it, not knowing what's in there is cool. They did send me this $50 credit, so if I do spend $50, the price of the standard box, I can always get the Pro box next time for $50 and review that. Value of over $300, it says, and then cancel anytime. So we'll see. I don't really do the box deals act either. I've always just kind of what I need. So, yep. I think you're right. Definitely, if I didn't have a YouTube channel and I wasn't showing things and stuff, I'd probably always pass on the boxes. But I think they're kind of fun to show. And I'm always curious about them, what's in them. Maybe you'll get something you don't know about. All right, let's see here. So we are at about 42 minutes in the chat or in the stream. I did plan on it being about 45 minutes to an hour, so we're right in there. So I'm just going to leave the last 10 minutes here to chat, to fellowship with you guys, and comments, questions, anything like that. I missed y'all, for as corny as that sounds, but it's been a month. I've been away. I've been doing my thing, and of course, yeah. And so, but it's great to be back. I know I missed talking to you, Verna, and your streams this morning was great to catch up a little bit and hear some stuff until I had to run. Did Andy ever say what she had there? No, she said, guess what she had, and then she may have dropped out of the chat. Andy, if you're still in here, I'm very curious. Oh, you've been worried? Well, thanks for worrying for me. I appreciate it. I kind of feel bad because when I'm not going to be on the streams, I want to post all the time, hey, no stream tonight. Maybe I can come up with something generic I can post, but I'm as a new creator, as a lot of people, I guess, on YouTube, I'm trying to find that balance between the security and sharing. And so when we're leaving and doing things, I just don't want to broadcast that. But she hasn't said another word yet. Oh, okay. Well, I hope it was good news. I don't want to broadcast it, but if I'm gone, I'm probably off camping and things like that. If it's something bad, I'll probably post that, need prayer or something like that. But it's good to see y'all, definitely. Well, and of course, I understand that because the creators I follow, a lot of times when they're not there, I start worrying about them right away. Let's see. Yeah. And so I've come up with a couple designs now I've actually settled on. It takes me forever to settle on these things and whatnot, but I've settled on a couple of designs that I'm going to be sending in within the next 2 weeks here to get my heat transfers or my cutouts. And then I'm going to be making some shirts and some merchandise on this equipment that I have. My goal is to get all of that done by the end of July, and then into August, probably closer to the end of August, start releasing some of that merchandise or cool items, I guess, not merchandise, and also some of our new Farmer KCTs and some other items like that in our shop online. Something cool I wanted to mention just about me, I don't know, but with my schedule change a little bit, now on Sundays I go in later, and so that gives potential for me to possibly be able to do some farmers markets. I don't know if I'm going to make it this year, but for spring and all that, and so we can try and do some stuff there too. Her phone is off too. That's well, I hope she's okay. I worry about people too much. I do. That's why I want to be happy. All right. New grafted branch apparel. Whew, it's coming up quick. Is it 50 days or something like that? And then, so we got that. And then in the end of, that's in the end of August. And then in the end of October, my older son goes to a space camp. And because of all this, I don't think the whole family's going to be able to get to QuailCon. I think it will probably just be me this year. And homesteading convention. Yep. 56 days. Awesome. I gotta figure some things out. Start moving on that. I think I saw an email too that they're almost out of the tickets. I wasn't sure. I was wanting to get my whole family to go. I really, really was. I don't think money-wise that's going to work out at all. With getting the new truck and then with the things my older son's got going on and all that, I don't think the whole family's going to be possible. So now I got to shoot and make it possible for me. But I need to get that ticket. I've even been thinking about flying with some camping gear, maybe. I think the camping spots are gone already, though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Verna, you got a lot going on. I know, and I don't want you to stress, Verna, but yeah, any way I can help. I don't know how that can be from the desert here. If you ever want to move out west, we're way out here. But definitely praying for you, Verna, and I hope that you find something great. I know you will. I know you'll find a much better spot. Good things in store for you. Oh, okay, Steve. Steve's saying, because that would save me a lot of money on the hotel and all that. Because I still got to, I need to write some things down. Yep. So I hope everyone's safe and sound. I believe in the areas of the country everyone's in, I've seen they should be pretty safe. There's been tornadoes in some areas. I know my dad down in Texas, they have that hurricane coming in. So he's batting down. They had to redo some siding on the house and roofing and stuff from storms. We get storms here, and we've been in our monsoons lately, so we've gotten a lot of rain. I think we're coming out of that, I'm pretty sure, but ton of rain. The ground here, when it rains, kind of floods because it doesn't soak up the water. It's just not used to it, and so it floods everything. This year, though, okay, cool. Thank you, Verna. This year was pretty exciting. I was more ready for the rain this year, and this is all about what we're doing here in the Urban Homestead. We're learning skills and practices and figuring out what works and doesn't now. That way, I'm not completely in the dark later on, or hopefully we just continue this journey. And so I got like Casey's shed up on bricks, not just on the ground. And then a couple other things are up off the ground a little bit. The greenhouse, so if you look at the pictures of my greenhouse, I think it looks great. I think it's really cool. It looks like it's leaning and tilted a little bit, and it is. It's a 2-inch tilt in towards the middle of the yard. And then it's built up on a hill. And so that way all the water runs in one direction and off towards the tree. And so it's on purpose. It's tilted. That worked out really well. Nothing leaked. I did have solar issues with there not being sun for so long and running some water pumps and stuff. So to combat that, I'm going to be switching out the fuel pump that I'm using for an animal water pump right now for some small 12-volt water ones. I think they're like little fountain pumps. I'm using one in the quail shack right now, and it takes a lot less power and works great. So I think I'm going to switch out the other ones in the chickens for those. But I added another solar panel to the top of the quail shack as well. And so that's now allowing me, ideally I could get like 10 amps of power off the 2 panels, but I think I'm getting like 5 to 6. But that's good. Gives me some more amperage in there so I can run a little bit more. Oh, thank you, Verna. Yep. I'm actually going to get on that tonight. So I say all the time, after my stream, I'm going to video edit and all that. And then I don't know if it's because I had been streaming, it lagged my computer down so much, but I would get off, I'd get excited, I'd hop on to do video editing and stuff, and it just dragged. Every mouse click would take 5-10 minutes for anything to happen, and I'd get so frustrated and just go to bed. So tonight, I'm going to be on this laptop here, the new Grafted Branch Homestead laptop, thanks to Psych, and newish. And I'm going to be doing some video editing and hopefully put out a couple videos this next week. I want to get my website updated and be able to do more there as well. I think I've gotten through my tech aversion phase a little bit. I looked back the last 2 years, and this time of year, every year, I kind of do the same thing. I drop off on my videos and streams, and I kind of disappear. And so I don't think it's necessarily tech aversion. I think it's just me loving being outside so much, even when it's hot. And this time of year, I'm out there. And so the yard, at this time of year, the yard is still manageable for the most part. We're starting to harvest. It's looking beautiful and taking off. And so I just love being out there. Cool. So we're about an hour here. I do want to say tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Verna, I think that's 11 for you. But me and Farmer Casey are going to do a garden tea. And so we're going to make some fresh garden tea from things that are popping off, that are going crazy on the homestead. And at the same time, by doing so, hopefully show around the garden a little bit in a little kind of game, I guess, that I got planned for me and Farmer Casey. So that will be fun. I do plan on being back live next week. I don't anticipate not being or anything going on. I do have a DIY that I would like to do next week that I've kind of been waiting on, and so we'll throw that in there as well. Yes, and Verna, I'm going to use something you told me last year, I believe it was, in one of my teas, and I tried it, but I tried a dry one, and it was yucky. And you told me to try a fresh one. That's what I needed. And I'm not going to mention what that is, but that's one of the ingredients I'm going to use. I also, hopefully in July, now that everything's really going, me and Casey can recreate that Kool-Aid tea, because I've been struggling with that, and I really want to recreate it. I have some of the ingredients, but when I went back, it was hard to figure out exactly what he put in it. So hopefully in July, we'll be able to recreate that as well. With that said, I am going to be hopping off. So hopefully you guys can catch me tomorrow or next week, or maybe in your streams if you got them. But thank you for showing up, everyone that watches in replay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Verna, for being here as always, and for moderating. And thank you, Steve. And we got Spice in here. I think Mr. Landfill's still in here. Thanks for being here. And Andy, yep, Mr. Landfill is here. You guys all be safe. Have a great evening. Go out, do the things, go out this week with purpose, and put a little thought into what you do. Think outside, no box required. Have a good evening, y'all. Oh, it's 9 a.m. Mountain Time, so I think that's 11 a.m. your time, Berna. If you can't catch the replay. A lot of people watching replay. That's awesome, too. And check us out, TikTok and Instagram. See you guys later. Have a good evening.